Hello, Madonna fans and friends. It's time for another episode of Diva News, and I'm so happy to be back again with you guys to share the latest, and there's a lot. But before we get into that, I want to thank you again if you've had a chance to check out our three-part series of my first night seeing the Celebration Tour in Seattle, Saturday night, February 17th, 2024. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later in the video. But it's up there now for you to check out in three parts. But for now, let's get to the news. And the first big news was dropped around the same time as the second big news, but we'll start with this. And that is that Madonna's actually finishing the celebration tour in Brazil. This is such exciting news for the Brazilian fan community, and everyone was hoping for this actually. We knew that as far as the dates that we had originally seen were concerned, she was going to be finishing in Mexico City, and that was what everyone thought was going to happen. But I had this feeling that it just seemed like it was going to be something that was going to happen, that Brazil was going to be added, South America. And so when we saw the press release at first, we were like, well, is this for real? But indeed it is. On May 4th, Madonna will be in Copacabana Beach with a free concert on the beach. This is going to be so unique as far as concerts go, outdoor venues, free concerts. It's something that happens a lot in Brazil. My co-partner here on this channel, who helps to create this channel, Guilherme, lives in Brazil and also near Sao Paulo, and he has seen a free open air concert for Joe Satriani. I forget the name of the park that they have in Sao Paulo, but it's very similar setup, although this will be on the beach, but same idea. And so it's going to be interesting to see how the celebration tour will be incorporated into this format. As we know, most of the venues have been, the best basic arenas. And so I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm excited for the Brazilian fan communities. And if you are going to the show or if you are in Brazil, tell us what you think about what she might do. Will it be varied from the show, and in what way? What songs might she change or add? Or, we can speculate because it's very exciting and we can't wait to see. I'm sure it will be televised on all the channels there to be able to watch. So I can't wait to see how it turns out. The other big, huge news that happened in the Los Angeles show on Thursday, March 7th, was a long time in the making. Very, very long for many, many fans of both of these artists. But finally, Madonna and Kylie Minogue on the same stage together, singing together. And I don't know how many people could have imagined this happening ahead of time, although it was the eve of International Women's Day. So there was the possibility of tying it into that. But Madonna was doing her usual second speech and pulled Kylie up on stage. And not only did she go up there, but she had a Madonna t-shirt on, similar to the one Madonna wore back in the 2000s with the promo appearances she did for the music album when she had the Kylie shirt. So that was a really cool throwback moment there. But also, they performed I Will Survive together. So I Will Survive made a comeback. And most of the song this time, not just the first verse and chorus. So giving them both a chance to share their moments of strength, as Madonna pointed out, Kylie's moment of strength dealing with breast cancer and fighting it. And, for Madonna, her recent health battles. And I just thought, what a moment, that we got to be able to see them together, two very important and influential female artists of similar styles of music, but also very iconic in terms of fashion, in terms of, their personal battles and social, things that they do for fans and how they bring fans together in their communities and how much they're intertwined in a lot of ways. Um, Maybe in America here we don't get as much Kylie as in other places like in Europe, but she certainly had some really big albums. I know that I have the Fever album and I love that album. So it's very exciting. And then they sang a little bit of her big, big hit, Can't Get You Out of My Head, which Madonna had sang once before on the Rebel Heart tour, a little bit of it. So very, very exciting. And of course, it makes us wonder, will they collaborate? Like this weekend thing that is just going wild. Such a big song here in the States. And it would just be great. It would be, I know it would be huge, worldwide, but also, in the States. And collaborations like this, when you have big artists like The Weeknd and Kylie with Madonna, as well as her own new material coming out, since Madame X. We haven't had anything new, so it would be really great to have a few of these powerhouse collaborations with her new material. Speaking of celebrity sightings, of course, Madonna being in Los Angeles for 5 concerts. It's also around the time of the Oscars, and Madonna helped to co-host her annual Oscar party with Guy Oseary at his Hollywood Hills house. They call it The Party, and it's very, very exclusive, hard to get in, but they had the top of the top there. I understand that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce were there. They left Singapore to arrive at the party. They also had Leo DiCaprio, and of course, Cillian Murphy, um, who also won at the Oscars, and Madonna was gushing about him in a recent post, being at her party. She looked so amazing with this very different, very cool, regal look that she has going on here. And so I can only imagine what was going on there. No photo cameras or video cameras allowed for the guests. So, but they had their own photographer. So I can imagine that, that probably put a lot of them at ease to just kind of be themselves and hang out with each other. But that happened as well. And Madonna had another famous guest for the ballroom, which was Cardi B. And she was the final Los Angeles show guest. So we knew this would happen. This is LA. There are going to be some, not just celebrities possibly on stage with her, but also in the audience, tons of people. I heard that Paris Jackson was there. Usher, just a lot of different people showed up for these shows. If you had heard some names, share them in the comments who was there. I know when I went to Reinvention 20 years ago, there was a lot of opening night in Los Angeles, the first week there. Lots of celebrities, Demi Moore, Christina Aguilera. So it always happens in LA, and it's always fun to see who's going to show up, who's going to be there. So that's really awesome that it tied in with the Oscar party. Getting back to the 3-part series we put up recently for the Seattle show. That was the first night, February 17th. Now, I did also film a little bit on the 18th when I was on floor seats, but I am very short, and I had someone very tall in front of me on the floor seats. We were like 39 rows back, or 39th row, so it wasn't like super close, but I did get sometimes I got some footage, and of course for Ray of Light I did get some pretty decent footage. So I'm trying to decide whether we just do like an audio of that and put it out as audio, and then like just the best parts in small short videos, or just let you see what I saw, which wasn't much of anything. But the first night was a lot better for me, and being visually impaired, I know I missed some things here and there, and then sometimes I was lucky enough to actually get her on stage, which I'd only just learned to use the Zoom feature. I learned to use Zoom for Madonna, so I was very excited about some of the footage I was able to capture. I know it's not as good as if I wasn't more sighted, but I hope you enjoy it. We had a great time at the show, and I am going to do a review video that where I get to speak my mind about what it was like to see it in person versus all the YouTubes I'd watched up to that point. And so I'm excited to share that as well. But in the meantime, you can just check out the show from my vantage point. I was in about section 115, row something or other, but I was pretty far up. But it was a great crowd. She was reacting that way to it. She loved it. We loved it. It was a lot of fun. So definitely check it out, and stay tuned for more from the second night, as well as my review, and of course more news as it comes in, as we hear more details about the Brazil concert and anything else that gets added, or you never know. I mean, we just keep our fingers crossed. We would love to see Australia get added. We'd love to see Asia, but for now we know Brazil's on there, so Hope you guys are having a great time wherever you are. If you're still on the way to seeing the celebration tour, or if you have already, we thank you so much for being a part of our channel and spending this time with us. And definitely comment what you are loving so far about the news. Are you excited about Brazil? Are you excited about Kylie, the whole thing there? And the new music. Let's hope that we see that soon as well. Thanks, you guys, and we'll see you soon. Are you looking for a great Madonna fan club to join? We have a place you need to be at Madonna Everybody Fan Club. Not only this channel, but we also have a Facebook group and a Facebook page titled Madonna Everybody Fan Club. You should definitely come check us out and join. We have contests, fan of the month, features, articles, and a great community for you to get to know and share your Madonna love with other fans. We also would love for you to comment, like, and subscribe on this video and tell us what you think. What do you like to see more of in this channel? We're here for you, and Madonna fans rock. So have a great day. Thank you.